When ballroom meets daytime drama, sparks are bound to fly, and that's exactly what happened when Dancing with the Stars pro Gleb Savchenko made a scene-stealing guest appearance on The Bold and the Beautiful. Known for his smoldering performances, chiseled charisma, and undeniable screen presence, Savchenko stepped out of the ballroom and into the glamorous, and often outrageous, world of Los Angeles' most dramatic fashion dynasty, and he didn't just appear, he arrived in a wildly entertaining bachelorette party scene that had fans buzzing. Gleb brought high-energy choreography, playful mischief, and a dose of unexpected fun to one of daytime television's longest-running soap operas. It was bold, it was cheeky, it was very B&B. Here's everything that went down. From Mirrorball to Malibu, Gleb's soap opera debut for longtime DWTS viewers. Gleb Savchenko needs no introduction. The Russian-born dancer has spent years dazzling audiences with passionate Latin routines, dramatic ballroom performances, and partnerships that have often dominated headlines. But while he's no stranger to the spotlight, stepping onto a soap set presents an entirely different kind of challenge. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Savchenko guest-starred in a memorable bachelorette party sequence that quickly became one of the episode's standout moments. The scene centered around a high-society pre-wedding celebration, the kind only B&B can deliver, complete with champagne, glamorous decor, over-the-top fashion, and just enough chaos to keep things interesting. Enter Gleb playing a charismatic dance entertainer hired to spice up the festivities. Savchenko embraced the role with tongue-in-cheek flair. Clad in party-ready attire and armed with his signature confidence, he strutted into the scene like he owned it, and for a few unforgettable minutes, he absolutely did. A bachelorette party gone wild. Soap operas have never shied away from dramatic weddings, but this pre-wedding bash leaned into full-on spectacle. The bride-to-be and her inner circle were ready to let loose before the big day, and the energy escalated quickly once Savchenko's character made his grand entrance. What began as a tasteful celebration quickly turned into a laugh-filled, dance-heavy party sequence that felt more Vegas than Malibu. Savchenko's presence immediately electrified the room. With a mix of sultry moves and comedic timing, he played off the cast with natural ease. He twirled guests, teased the bride with dramatic dips, and showed off the kind of technical precision that has made him a DWTS staple for years. But what truly sold the scene wasn't just the choreography, it was the self-awareness. The show leaned into the fun of having a real-life professional dancer in the mix. There were knowing glances, exaggerated reactions, and playful banter that made the moment feel like a wink to the audience. The tone struck that perfect soap balance, dramatic enough to be outrageous, light enough to be entertaining. Gleb embraces his inner soap, start transitioning from reality competition television to scripted drama. Isn't always seamless, but Savchenko seemed right at home. Sources from the set have shared that Gleb brought professionalism and enthusiasm to the shoot, eager to try something new while respecting the fast-paced world of daytime television. Soap operas are famously quick-moving productions, with actors often memorizing extensive dialogue and blocking in record time. For the physical performance aspect came naturally. Dancing in front of cameras is second nature, but adding scripted beats and interacting with long-established characters required a different kind of rhythm. He reportedly leaned into the experience with humor, asking castmates for tips and enjoying the collaborative energy of the set, and viewers could feel that comfort on screen, rather than seeming like a stunt cameo. His appearance felt integrated and intentional. Fans react, more Gleb on soaps, please. Social media lit up almost instantly after the episode aired. Fans of Dancing with the Stars tuned in out of curiosity, while longtime B&B viewers were pleasantly surprised by the crossover. Many commented on how naturally Savchenko fit into the glamorous world of the Forrester and Logan families. Why does Gleb look like he's been on soaps his whole life? One fan posted. Another joked, plot twist, he stays in town and becomes the next big romantic rival. The playful energy of the scene offered a refreshing break from some of the show's heavier ongoing storylines. Weddings on The Bold and the Beautiful are rarely simple affairs. Secrets, betrayals, and last-minute confessions are practically tradition. The bachelorette party provided a burst of levity before the inevitable emotional roller coaster, and Gleb was at the center of it all. The growing trend of reality TV guest spot is part of a growing trend of reality TV personalities dipping into scripted roles, particularly in daytime dramas. The Bold and the Beautiful has a long history of high-profile guest stars. From musicians to athletes to other television personalities, the show thrives on spectacle and surprise, making it the perfect playground for unexpected appearances. For Gleb, The move feels strategic as well as fun. Expanding beyond the ballroom keeps him visible to new audiences and showcases his versatility. While dancing remains his primary passion, guest appearances like this open the door to potential acting opportunities. And if fan reaction is any indication, viewers wouldn't mind seeing more. A natural fit for B&B's glamorous world. Let's be honest, Savchenko's polished, model-esque presence fits seamlessly into the ultra-glam universe of the bold and the beautiful. The show is synonymous with high fashion, luxury, and heightened romance. Gleb's aesthetic aligns perfectly with that DNA. There's a reason so many viewers joked about writing him into a longer storyline. He carries that classic soap leading man energy, confident, charming, just a little bit dangerous. Even in a comedic party scene, that charisma reads. It's not hard to imagine him returning in a more dramatic capacity, perhaps as a mysterious European designer, a rival fashion house executive, or even a romantic distraction for one of the show's central characters. Stranger things have happened in daytime. Behind the scenes, ballroom discipline meets soap speed. One of the most interesting aspects of Savchenko's cameo is the blending of two very different television worlds. On Dancing with the Stars, routines are rehearsed for weeks, refined to perfection, and performed live under intense scrutiny. On The Bold and the Beautiful, scenes are shot quickly, often with minimal rehearsal compared to primetime productions. That contrast requires adaptability. Savchenko's years of live television experience likely worked in his favor. Performing under pressure, he's done that countless times, hitting marks and staying second nature. And while the party scene may have appeared carefree on screen, executing choreography within a scripted environment requires precise coordination with directors and camera operators. It's a different skill set, but one that Gleb handled with confidence. Could this lead to more acting? Whenever a reality TV personality steps into scripted territory, the inevitable question follows: is this a one-time cameo, or the start of something bigger? Savchenko hasn't shied away from expanding his brand before. Beyond dancing, he's ventured into touring productions, fitness ventures, and media appearances. Acting could be a logical next step. Guest spots on daytime dramas often serve as testing grounds. If audience response is strong, and in this case, it certainly seems to be, producers sometimes invite performers back for extended arcs. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen, but the door is clearly open. The power of playful escapism at its core. Gleb Savchenko's guest appearance delivered something viewers crave: escapism. In a world that often feels heavy, a champagne-soaked bachelorette party filled with laughter and dramatic dance moves offers pure entertainment. Soap operas have long thrived on heightened reality, and bringing in a professional ballroom star amplified that energy. The sequence balanced glamour and humor without veering into parody. It celebrated the joy of letting loose before a major life event, even if, in true soap fashion, the wedding itself may be anything but smooth, and for some, it was an opportunity to remind audiences why he's such a captivating performer. Whether leading a paso doble or spinning through a fictional party scene, he commands attention. Ballroom swagger meets daytime drama. If there's one takeaway from this unexpected crossover, it's that Gleb Savchenko knows how to make an entrance, no matter the stage. His Bold and the Beautiful appearance may have been brief, but it left a lasting impression. It showcased his versatility, his humor, and his ability to adapt his performance style to a new medium. For fans of Dancing with the Stars, it was a treat to see him in a different context. For soap viewers, it was an entertaining surprise that injected fresh energy into a celebratory storyline. And for Gleb, it may just be the beginning of a new chapter beyond the ballroom. Because if this wild Bachelorette bash proved anything, it's that when Gleb Savchenko steps into the room, fictional or otherwise, all eyes are on him.